VMW TV, powered by Vending MarketWatch.
A recently overturned Federal Communications Commission ruling could have adverse effects on the vending industry, specifically micromarkets. It started in 2010 when the FCC released the Open Internet Order, which barred internet providers from charging higher fees or reducing speeds for extremely high bandwidth usage, as well as other net neutrality rules. However, in January 2014, the FCC's rule was challenged in federal court, and the bandwidth aspect was overturned. The issue has already affected at least one micromarket provider who was forced to renegotiate with its existing internet service provider or switch to a new service. The problem is bandwidth usage. An internet connection is required by all micromarket installations, and the kiosks use a Category 5 Ethernet cable with standard RJ45 connectors. The internet connection is what transfers data from a kiosk or vendor back to the operation. Most, but not all, kiosks and vendors are 100% web-based, relying on internet service providers for speed and connectivity. The overruling could mean higher fees from internet service providers for those companies using a large amount of bandwidth to transfer data from a kiosk to a server. One source in the industry said the ruling could affect real-time data as well if the internet service provider slows service for a location, which in turn could make pre-kitting an issue. If the internet service provider disconnected completely to cut back on bandwidth usage, the micromarket kiosk would most likely still function in an offline mode, but the operator would see credit card and real-time inventory level issues. The bandwidth issue, however, is isolated to micromarkets and is unlikely to affect vending. Chuck Reed at CPI told Vending MarketWatch that he doesn't believe the ruling would impact cashless or telemetry for vending because both consume very little bandwidth. Anat Agrawal of Cantaloupe confirmed this, saying that Cantaloupe has already secured service levels agreements with carrier partners and that the law is more intended for open internet connections where there is no service level agreement. As of the time of this report, there has been no further action taken to block sanctions placed on high internet usage. The FCC is looking for comments on how the Commission should proceed. In the meantime, operators can always contact their micromarket providers in order to determine if their internet service will be affected. Until next time, I'm Emily Reffermat, editor of Vending Market Watch, and this is Vending Market Watch TV.